Hello, my name is Jason Mercer, the Toronto Real Estate Board's Director of Market Analysis. With March in the books, we are through the first 3 months of 2016. So as we are on the cusp of the spring market, let's take a few minutes to look back at how the first quarter unfolded in terms of home sales and listings reported through TREB's MLS system. TREB MLS home sales for the month of March amounted to 10,326. This result was up by 16.2% compared to March 2015. Total sales for the first quarter amounted to 22,575, and this result was up by 15.8% compared to the same period last year. And this was a new record for Q1 sales. For the TREB market area as a whole, double-digit year-over-year rates of sales growth were experienced for all major home types during the first quarter. The annual growth rate for detached home sales in the City of Toronto was below the overall GTA average, but this was not the result of a lack of demand, but rather a lack of available listings for would-be homebuyers. And that's a nice segue into the supply side of the market. The positive annual growth we experienced for sales was not mirrored on the listings front. The number of new listings entered into TREB's MLS system during March and the first quarter of 2016 was down compared to the same periods in 2015. Not surprisingly, the number of active listings noted at the end of March was also down substantially in comparison to last year. This means that the trend for months of inventory, which is a good measure of overall market tightness, also declined. Generally speaking, as the months of inventory indicator trends lower, which has certainly been the case over the last year, you could assume that competition between buyers is increasing. And anytime competition between buyers increases for a sustained period, the rate of home price growth is bound to accelerate or at least remain strong. This is certainly what has been the case so far in 2016. The MLS Home Price Index composite benchmark for March 2016 was up by 11.6% compared to March 2015. The average selling price for all home types combined was up 12.1% year-over-year in March and 13.6% in the first quarter. The strongest rates of price growth were experienced for low-rise home types, including singles, semis, and townhomes. Now, it's within these market segments where listings have been the most scarce, both within the City of Toronto and the surrounding regions, making up the balance of the TREB market area. With this said, however, it is important to remember that year-over-year price growth for condominium apartments has remained above the rate of inflation. By and large, the growth in condominium apartment listings that resulted from record and near-record levels of completions over the past few years was offset by a similar uptick in sales. This speaks to the popularity of this housing type and the fact that it caters to the substantial number of intending first-time buyers who are expected to enter the market this year. The handoff from winter to spring was certainly a strong one. Consumer confidence in the GTA continues to be bolstered by a relatively robust regional economy and, of course, very low borrowing costs that have had a mitigating effect on home price growth over the past year. As we move through the second quarter, expect sales growth and home price growth to remain strong. Thanks very much, and I look forward to speaking with you again at the beginning of May.
Brought to you by GTA Realtors.